Greetings and welcome to my World of Tanks video. It's this week in World of Tanks. Now, this is the week after Christmas, which when I talked to my friend last night, he told me a couple of years they've been doing it like this, where there was nothing for sale in the store that's new, basically. So it's, you know, kind of a dead week. So I have the combat to that. But I have a couple other things I'm going to show you first. Alright, here we go. What we have this week, well, I wanted to start with that photo of Arnie and Mila, because we had Team Mila completed the 8.5 million challenge, so we all got to choose our tank. So let me show you my tank. So just as a reminder, we had the K91 version 2, which is the one you see here. Let me go to full screen. We also had an option to choose the T42 American medium. Man, that thing looked awesome. But I was like, I like this Russian one better. And then we had the CS52 LIS, the Polish tank. And it's a pretty good looking tank too. But for me, it was only a choice between the Russian or the American. The American medium, you know, had like 50 more hit points, but the Russian armor was just awesome. So I thought, you know, this turret is just killer with all those curves, making it just a bounce fest. So that was my choice, and it didn't hurt that this was also the highest gold value. And the reason we did that for, well, my friends and myself as well, was that, man, if you get a card with this tank, this was an 8250 gold value tank, and the American one was substantially less, under 8,000 if I remember correctly. So all of those factors, I took the Russian tank. Also this week was that match, I posted a video of it, where I got Kolobanov's medal. And if you don't know, Kolobanov's medal is the medal where you have to defeat an enemy force by yourself. Nobody else is alive. It's just you. And there has to be 5 or more enemies. So I got this one by, you know, beating, well, I killed the 5 guys. When it got to 5 versus 1, I killed the 5 guys. And you can find that video. That's one of my Panzer 38H videos. So that was a spectacular come from behind victory, to say the least, this week. This week's long haul cards. The first surprise was that my first long haul card, which you see here, was from a black card. So I'm like, oh, black card, that's, you know, better than normal. Normally you get the blue card. So this one I got, you know, just your basic 275 gold, silver, plus a vehicle booster, which turned out to be 2 vehicle boosters. So this was long haul number 1. Hey, man, normally it's 150 for the first one and 150 for the second one. So 300 is your, you know, basically your random expected most common result for 2 long haul cards in the week. But I got 275 of that in one card. I thought, hey, man, I'm in good shape. You know, so I got the second one, and here it is. All right. So this was, unbelievably, another black card. Just bonus, man. Just bonus. So that was a 425 and 2 more vehicle boosters. So 275 and 425, that's 700 gold for the gold farmer on the long haul. Man, what a great week it was for that. Now we get to the big one, which was my Christmas Day card pack. So this is the highlight of what happened during the week. Bingo! That's another 150. There's another one. And another one. Now this one I recorded, so I already know what happened here. And this was a pretty average set of cards. 250, pretty good. I mean, you know, you have highs and lows in every pack, but this one was really solid. But as usual, let me tell you, the way that I evaluate these, ooh, that's nice. That's one of the ways you evaluate them. We evaluate them by bonus cards, if any. We evaluate them by the gold. Oh, that's nice. 400 with a day of premium. That's one of the best cards you can actually get that does not contain a tank. So we do bonus cards, gold, and how many tanks you get. There's another good card. Really, I think those 400 gold cards represent, you know, a special card, like a bonus card or a tank. So it's one of those things that's my observation is leading me to believe that counts, you know, as a special card. It's really something nice to get that 400 gold. All right, so that's the end of first section. I got another 2 more sections. All right, now we're into section 2 of Christmas Day. Always nice. Hey, I mean, as a Christmas present, you can't go wrong getting a pack of cards. It's something you could always use. Oh, there's another one. Total jackpot. And another day of premium, which is fantastic. So each section I have those broken into 10 cards, and then the last one is the last 10 plus any bonus cards. Oh, silver booster ×2, always nice. Those dudes are expensive. Like the cheap price they sell those for in the store is like $150. It's in that vicinity. This is your basic, you know, bottom of the barrel, 150 gold, 10,000 silver, and a generic vehicle booster. Nah, it could be any booster. Or it could be anything, actually. Oh, there we go. An SU-100Y. I did not have that tank. So that's a nice Christmas present. It's one of the funny things is that I've gotten a lot of, well, quite a few, not the right way, but quite a few of those Soviet tank destroyers from cards, you know, and I never really was searching for those. It just happened, and it's like, no, I got a bunch. I got like 5 or 6 of them, maybe 7. The only one I actually went out and bought was the Slayer, which was the tier 7. You know, there's another one of the, you know, standard gold, silver, and fill in the blank. Oh, Oh, another special card. 2 of those, that's really fantastic. And that figures into my end results. So now we have finished section 2. All right, this is section 3 and the last section. Again, you know, minimum gold, minimum silver, generic booster. I mean, you know, every card is a winner, but it's the smallest possible win. Once again, generic, you know, bottom gold, silver, and generic booster. Now that was one where it combined 2 free experiences into one, like 2 800s, or an 800, or 1200 and a 400, and it just made 2 slots instead of 3. Oh, there's another one. So that's three of those cards. You know, 3 of those extra bonus cards, and I had 2 of those 400 gold plus a day of premium. So that was pretty nice. Once again, you know, bottom silver, bottom gold, generic booster, but a good, you know, 1600. Same thing, generic booster, minimum silver, minimum gold. Hey, I don't complain. That's all good. It's all part of the victories. Every card moves you 1 notch closer. There's another silver booster, which is awesome. The silver boosters, those ×2 are pretty rare, man. You got to make sure you use those properly, to the best of your ability. Hey, a bad game, it happens. You know, so that's very similar. You know, that's 2 generic boosters and the minimum gold. But now in blue cards, you got to remember that minimum gold is the most likely number you're going to see. You see probably 90% of the cards are going to have 150 gold for blue. And that's okay. It's the ones that aren't the minimum, that's the difference makers. Same thing again. You know, 2 boosters plus minimum gold. So, you know, get used to seeing 150 gold out of blue. And so every time you see one that's not 150, you know you got something special. Another silver booster. That was really good. And then generic booster plus minimum gold. That's actually a good card. Those 2 times silver boosters, they're expensive. Not sad to see that at all. You know, again, generic booster, minimum gold, generic booster. And that's the lowest. 250 is the lowest free experience you can get. But again, free experience still turns out to be a free tank down the road. Oh yeah! So that's tank number 2. That is the British Sexton one, which I did not have. I had the American. But this is one of those rare occurrences where the final card is a tank. So you don't see that happen very often, where you're like, you know, you go through the whole pack. As you saw it was like, dude, you only got 1 tank. And then, kaboom, you get a second one. So when we're doing blue packs, you know, you expect to get average is 3 tanks, right? Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. This time it was less. This time I got 2 tanks that I did not have and no refunds. So that was, you know, 1 notch below average. But I got 2 of those 400 gold coins with the free day of premium. Like I said, I'm starting to look at those as, you know, bonus type cards, just like the 3 extra, you know, card in a card. Those are bonus cards. So if you look at it that way, I got 5 bonus cards, which is awesome. And the gold that I got from this pack was 62.25, which is substantially above average. Usually it takes at least 1 tank refund, you know, of like 1,000 gold to get in that vicinity. So I lucked out, and I think it was, you know, the 2 special 400 gold cards plus the 3 card in a card that you know, generated basically about a 1,200 bonus over average. You know, average is around 5,000, you know, 5,200-ish. So this was a good pack. You know, got 2 tanks that didn't have. 62.25 gold, much better than average, plus a ton of boosters. Now, this is not what you call a big win, but this is, you know, it's a small win. This is the reason why people, the gold farmers like myself, like cards, is because, you know, when you get a tank, you either get a refund or you get a tank you didn't have. And so I got 2 tanks I didn't have, and that just means the next time I get those in a card, boom, that's a refund. 1250 would be for the Sexton, and the SU 100, I don't know, it's probably, you know, in the 3,000 range ballpark. I mean, it's a, you know, good solid tank. It might be 1,500. I don't know. I think actually is that a 5? It's a 5 or a 6. If it's a 6, it's worth about 3,000. If it's a 5, it's about 1,500 to, you know, 1,800, whatever. I don't know specifically because it was a new tank. I don't know. But that was pretty good. Can't complain. But that was this week in World of Tanks. So even though it was a, quote, dead week, something good happened, and you watched it right here. So always remember, though, if you buy your own pack of cards, you're taking a slight gamble. You might get 1 tank. You might get 7. That's my record. So I have personally pulled 7 tanks. I'm going to have another several videos of tank cards, some from my friends, and then one more from myself. We'll get to that later. But, you know, this one was really pretty good. But if you're going to buy tank cards for yourself, you know, the average is 10% that any card is a tank. So if you get 30, your average expectation is about 3. It could be 2, it could be more, you know, just randomly. So always like to put it out there that you get a bunch of great stuff like I did, but it's not guaranteed. Specifically, you know, you could get, well, you could get 2 of those 400 gold coins that I got, or you might get none of those. You know, those are just, there's a whole lot of different, what they call plum prizes. The 400 gold card is a plum prize. The tank cards are plum prizes. The card in a card is a plum prize. The card in a card is 5%. It's actually half as likely. You're twice as likely to get a tank as you are to get a card in a card. It's 5% for card in a card, 10% for tank. So this was this week, first week of, you know, the new year. So this will be this week in World of Tanks #1 for 2023. Hope you enjoyed this. Can't wait for, you know, Tuesday to see what kind of new stuff we get. I got to make a new video, what's new Tuesday. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Please tell your friends, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.